evening, I'm Brendan Rainsford.
And I'm Dana McCluskey.
Is communicative technology taking over college students' lives? Tonight on the Riggs Report, we will be delving deeper into an epidemic that has been sweeping the nation. We have gone to great extents to uncover exactly how pressing the issue of social media and texting are affecting relationships.
We have Kristin Fitzpatrick on the field uncovering the truth about how much texting and social media affect the average life of a college student.
In the last decade, technology has exploded. But have we become addicted too soon? Everyone's either on their laptop, their tablet, or the newest smartphone. On a typical smartphone, you could access every type of social media that you would be able to on a laptop. It seems like everyone and their grandmothers is on Facebook and Twitter these days, constantly checking updates and keeping up to date with their friends. In order to gauge how unhealthy our addiction has become, we sent Kristin, our field reporter.
I'm here with Danielle and Ross, and they are a happy couple, obviously. We're going to ask them about what they think of texting and social media. So how many hours a day do you think that each of you spend talking to your friends and family online or through text?
Continuously, to be honest. It's like always, as soon as I wake up and as soon as I go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same thing?
Yeah.
It's like all throughout the day?
Yeah.
It's a problem.
All through class.
And then if you were to hold a party or event, how would you invite people?
Texting, Facebook. I wouldn't like send a letter or anything like that.
So like regular invitations or anything?
No regular invitations.
Okay.
I'd probably call or text them.
Okay. Do you think that you have a better social life because of the internet and texting?
I think so. I think I have more friends that way, or like more acquaintances really, instead of just like best friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And you?
I would agree. I think it's just more acquaintances, people you know of that you're pretty much keeping up with.
Okay. Yeah. And do you think that social media and technology has become too prominent in communication?
Yeah, I think that it kind of like is starting to like take away from enjoying actual life, where it's like taking control of a class and everything. Like I even see it in church, and like who does that?
Right.
Texting their mom in church. They're sitting right next to you. Why are you doing that? No one knows.
Okay, and you?
I think when it comes to texting and whatnot, I think that's gotten a little out of hand with everybody that's always on their phones all the time.
And then how did you two meet?
Through a Sweet 16, actually.
Okay, so it wasn't over social media?
No, it was in person, but...
I'm here with Genesis. Hi, Genesis.
Hi.
How many hours a day do you think you spend talking to your friends and family online or through text?
It's the best one I've seen. A couple hours, something like that. I think between talking on the phone and texting.
Okay, and even like online, like social media websites?
Not as much, but I do sometimes.
Okay, so a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have a better social life because of the internet?
No.
No?
No, not at all.
Why not?
Because I like live my social media. Like I used to like look at what people are doing, but not actually go and interact with people.
And do you think that social media and technology has become too prominent in communication?
Yes.
Okay, and why?
We can't live without it. Like I lost my phone and I freaked out on a snowboarding mountain. Like I went to go talk to the ski patrol and he's all like, "I bet your life's turned upside down," and it kind of was.
Okay. I'm here with Dylan, and I'm going to be asking him about texting and social media today. How many hours a day do you think you spend talking to your friends and family online or through text?
Oof, way too many. Probably like 7.
And do you feel like you have a better social life because of the internet and texting?
No.
No?
I think it hinders my ability to have real conversations.
How can we be so addicted to texting and social media and consciously know the detrimental effects it has on our social lives, yet be doing nothing about it? To help come up with a solution, we spoke to Dr. Mary Gradino, who's an associate professor here at Drexel University.
Hi, I'm here with Mary Jo Gradina, and she is the associate professor of the School of Education. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
All right, so how many hours a day do you think you spend talking to your friends and family over text or online sources?
Not as much as you young people do, but
Okay.
I would say that at least an hour.
Okay, in
If
total?
I break it up, yeah, because it makes
Right.
it very fast, you know.
Right.
Texting is a lot shorter than a huge, long conversation.
And then do you think that social media and technology have become too prominent in communication?
I think that the protocol and the courtesy hasn't kept up with the technology. So I totally think it's wonderful, but I really hate it when a kid runs into me in the street because they're not looking where they're going, or, you know, I think there's protocols for when you should be using it and when you shouldn't be using it. Certainly not texting and driving and stuff like that, but I just think common courtesies have not kept up with, you know, the rules of manners haven't kept up with the technology as it's evolved, and I think that needs to be looked. All I know is that it's changing, and you can't stop it. I have my 2-year-old grandbaby is very good with the iPad. She's better with the iPad than I am, and so I can't imagine what her life is going to be like. You know, she will never know. My daughter was born the year personal computers came out, 1982, and so she doesn't know a life without a computer in the house. My grandchildren don't know a life without an iPad or a you know, a smartphone in the house. So it's very interesting. I won't be around, but it'll be kind of exciting to see what technologies you have in your lifetime and your children have in their lifetime. And I think anything that goes forward has good and bad effects. It's technology in itself is harmless. I mean, it's just a thing. It's neither amoral or moral. It's just how people use it. It's like anything else. So I think that maybe adults need to be a little more proactive, and society itself needs to be a little more proactive and say this is not acceptable behavior. You know, I mean, I think, you know, when I'm sitting at a restaurant with somebody and they're reading their email, I think that is just so rude. You know, because 5 years ago they couldn't have done that, and so they shouldn't be. You know, we should, if we're sitting down in that kind of setting. So that to me would be bad behavior. But sitting in a bus terminal when there's nothing else to do, you can check all the email you want.
Well, that's all for tonight. Boy, Brendan, it seems like all these kids texting, they're just going to get run over by a car.
Yeah, Dana, you're right. I mean, all these kids just run around with their cell phones up glued to their faces. Some of them even filmed of water fountains at their local mall.
And then you see these things on YouTube. It's just, you can't escape it. It's inescapable. You can't get away from it.
Yeah, every time I log in, it's just right there staring me in the face. Tune into the Riggs Report next week as we discuss the large influence The Hobbit is playing in learning throughout universities.
Well, that's all for today. Signing off from Middle Earth, I'm Dana McCluskey.
And I'm Brendan Rainsford. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Good night.